Next we have the size of and comma operators. So the sixth one is size of operator and the seventh one is comma operator. So first let's discuss the size of operator. Now this size of is used to find out size of given data type, that is it returns how many bytes are allocated to the given data type. So for each data type the compiler will take some memory that will be in the form of bytes. So this size of this is used to get the how many bytes of a data type has taken. So to print that we are using the size of operator. Now let's see the syntax for this. So size of, and within the braces we are giving the data type. So and ended with semicolon. And the another way of getting the size is size of the variable name. So when we assign some value to the variable, and if I want to get the bytes how many that variable has taken, then I can take that variable and I can place it in the size of within the braces. So these are the two syntaxes for the size of. Now this always returns an integer value. So because memory will be in the integer form, and the size of it always returns an integer value only. Now if we see the example, so in the first syntax we have seen the size of, and within the braces I am giving the data type. So we have some of the data types like integer, int, char and float. Now for the int, if I want to get the memory, it means how many bytes the int has taken, then I can use this syntax. So here the example is size of, and within the brace I am writing int. So int is a data type. Now when I print this, I will be getting output as 2, because the integer data type it takes 2 bytes of memory. So that's why it prints the 2, and we know that it always returns an integer value only. The next one is size of char. So char is also a data type. It takes 1 byte of memory for each character. So that's why in output it prints the 1. The next one is float. So size of float is also a data type. It takes the 4 bytes of memory for each float value. So whenever I print this, whenever I do this statement, and in output we get it as 4. Now this is about the size of. Now let's implement the size of using the size of. Let's see the C program to implement this. First I have to include the header files stdio.h and the conevo.h. Then it starts from the main function and open the block. Now within the block I am writing some of the printf statements. So first clear screen, then after printf integer is percentile d. So size of integer is percentile d. Now I want to get the size for the integer. It means how many bytes of memory does the integer data type takes. I don't know how much it takes. So for that, if I use this size of operator, then I can easily get the bytes for the integer. Now size of for integer is percentile d. Now this percentile d is for the to print the memory, to print the bytes of the integer. So for that I am using size of int. So this is a syntax for the size of. Now this percentile d will be taken as the size of int. Now next printf statement, I want to get the memory for the bytes for the character. So that is size of character, that is percentile d and the backslash n, then that is size of char. The next statement, I want to get the bytes for the float. So size of float is percentile d and size of the float value. Then after get ch and the return 0. Now in the output it will be printed as size of integer is 2, size of character is 1 and size of float is 4. Because for each integer it takes 2 bytes of memory, and for character it takes the 1 byte of memory, and for each float value it takes the 4 bytes of memory. So this will be printed in the output screen. So this is about the size of operator. Now let's see the 7th operator, that is comma operator. So in this comma operator The comma operator is used to separate given variables and the expressions. So we will be having variables in a program. We not only use the one variable, we use many variables in a program. So let's see an example for this. So int a, I am declaring one variable a, and for the a it takes the value 10, 20 and 30 and the 40, and this is 10 is equal to 40, it takes the value of the 40. And the next, in the second example, int a, and a is equals to, so some expressions I am giving here. So that is 10 plus 20 comma 10, 20 plus 30 comma 20 minus 30. So all these expressions are separated by a comma, and here also these values are separated by comma. Now a is equals to 10, and that is nothing but the 20 minus 10. So like this we will use the comma operator to separate the given variable and the expression. This is about the comma operator. Now let's see the C program using the comma operator. So first we have to include the header files, then int main, and open the brace. First I am declaring one variable as a, and clear screen. Then a is equals to some values I am giving 15, 18, 21 and 24. Now when I want to print f %d, and this %d is for a, then after get ch, return 0 and open close the block. Now in the output this 24 will be printed. So this is about the comma operator.